beautiful Virgo, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for October 2021. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Please also be mindful scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I do not take money, e-gifts or donations, okay? So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for any of those things, it is a scam. Please report them or avoid them, but keep yourselves safe. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly so that our energy syncs for the reading. Please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds, and let us begin. Okay, so October is here already. Now, what is happening in this October? Well, we do have Hunter's Moon, which only occurs in October every 3 to 4 years. So that is a pretty powerful moon to look out for. Also, October is about flushing out opportunities. The new moon is in Libra, so that's about balance, harmony, but also getting justice for situations. It's about equality. Now, of course, your second house is activated of values. So it's about how you value yourself and how others value you, and what you put your time, your attention, and your care to, your sort of care to, and see if you're recompensed for what it is, your skills or your time, your attention to detail. You know, how you're appreciated is really important. Now, what's interesting about this month for you in particular, Virgo, is that also your 8th house is activated. Now your second house is all about cash, money, property, possessions, and then that's about like paying bills and saving and being really resourceful with your money. But then at the end of the month, your 8th house of transforming your finances into something that is even more successful, building upon what you already have, is activated. Okay, so expect you either pooling money with others to buy something, a big purchase, or perhaps you're putting your money together to create a business, or you're actually saving for something that's pretty big by pooling your own money, different resources from different places into an account in order to put it all together and look at what you got, really. But it is about capitalizing on it. So October may feel a little bit sort of all about money for you, all about bills, or all about your to-do list, which can feel a little bit sort of making you feel a bit lackluster. But, and here comes the big but, Mercury is in retrograde, which tends to make us deal with patience, and nobody likes to be patient, of course, but that's why you got your Chariot card in the resistance position. So something here is a little bit delayed. I mean, we got the Sun, we got the Hangman, and we got the Devil. So we're going to have to look at that and see what's going on there for you in the outcome position. But anyway, it's nice that the Sun card is your final card in the spread. So that means there's going to be a positive energy. Now, as I said, Mercury is in retrograde, so expect people from your past to reach out, or friends from the past, loved ones, family members you haven't heard from in a while, ex-colleagues. It's about return, okay, with that Mercury in retrograde. Also expect communication to go awry, expect emails to be delayed, or technology to really sort of like stall on you during the retrograde, because that's what the retrograde is all about. Of course, it really affects communication. It's headed by Gemini energy of communication there. Now Uranus is also in retrograde, which actually is different. It's actually more positive energy. It brings out the best in you. It makes you more confident. It makes you more socially aware or socially conscious to try and make the world a better place. Excuse me. But it brings a lot of opportunity, especially since it squares up to Saturn there, which, Uranus is the planet of expansion. So, when you've got Saturn in retrograde as well until the 10th of October, that's about your inner work that you do, sort of making yourself ready for success, okay? Now, you've got Justice card here. So as I said, this is about, getting good karma, getting justice for a situation, but also being, recompensed for your energy. The Justice card often says, cause and effect. What you put into something, that is what you get out of it. And there may be a little bit of a surprise attached to it as well, where you get a little bit more than you bargained for, which is really positive. But you know, the Devil card is lurking there in the shadows, so just be mindful. We will get to it when we get to it. The Justice card says, can you find a solution? So this is your protagonist energy. You're wrestling with something. Perhaps you have to make a decision on something and you're trying to weigh up your options and you need to make a decision. The Justice card says you have a choice and you need to you know, either make a compromise or make a definitive decision on something that allows you to move forward. It's about finding a truth of a situation, really investigating. That's where you really come to the fore, Virgo, because you're like a CSI investigator. You know a lot of facts naturally, but also if there is anything that you don't know, you're willing to sort of dig out the information and make sure you're a font of knowledge there. The Justice card indicates sometimes a truth, it's good to have it, but sometimes the truth can reveal something that makes you feel pain. Okay, so just be mindful, because you know what they're showing me right now? They're showing me a scene from oh my gosh, what is that scene? It's got Jack Nicholson and Tom Cruise in there, and you know, Tom Cruise, I think, I'm not sure who says it, but it's someone bangs on the courtroom table and says, you can't handle the truth. I don't know what that's in, what that film is. A Few Good Men, maybe? You know, that's just come to me. That's not spirit giving that to me. I'm just guessing right now. I feel like that's it, A Few Good Men. So maybe you feel like there's only a few good people that you can trust in the situation who can handle your truth, or that you can handle their truth. I feel like you can handle it, whatever this is. The Justice card indicates it could be a painful truth that is coming to light and makes you feel like there's either been some sort of dishonesty or unfairness in a situation. It could be a legal problem if you're going through legalities right at this moment in time. Okay, really interesting. They're showing me, I all of a sudden got all the feeling of what's happening right now with someone out there. They're showing me someone right now is using, is it a TENS machine? You know, when, you know, sometimes women have it for like contractions, you know, to, or, you know, people do also use it to, you know, how do you put that, sort of tone up muscles and things like that, a TENS machine. So if you're using a TENS machine as you're listening to this reading, I just felt that energy. It was like really like, whoa, especially around about this area, my whole body kind of tensed up a little bit, but I felt that. So if that's you, there's definitely something in this message for you, of course. But this, maybe that's about, you know, toning up, getting ready for battle on something, okay? I feel like justice will be done. I feel like the truth will come out, and although it could be ugly truth of someone either has hidden something from you, or you feel you need something righted in your world, there will be balance, there will be harmony, and justice will be done, okay? I'm going to pull a quick card on that. Now, this is a Libran energy, so this is typical of this October. Now, of course, we've got Halloween happening as well at the end of the month, Samhain, Hallows Eve, whatever you want to call it. It's when the veil becomes very thin between worlds, and you sort of honor those spirits that you, or those who have passed before us. You know, Hallows is to sort of celebrate sacred people who are sacred to us in this lifetime who have now passed. So expect ancestors to reach out, messages to be received, especially during that time. Let me see what justice brings for you. Thank you so much for it, guys. Great angels. Can you... Okay, we got the moon. Okay, something that's been uncertain. It could be you trying to work out a direction, weighing up your options. Five of Swords. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please something? Oh my gosh, we got the Devil card there in the reverse. So something, I mean, the Devil card is still present there, but we will get to it when we get there. They're indicating the moon is uncertainty. It is, you know, really trying to shed illusions. If there's any anxiety or any, you know, unhappiness or even disbelief, sometimes the moon card can be like, I cannot believe you did that. So I feel like you're shedding an illusion that you may have had of somebody, if someone's been, you know, betrayed your trust in some way. But the moon card can be like, keep your eyes peeled. Opportunities sort of just jump out of the shadows, out of nowhere, when you least expect it. So I feel like justice will be done, good karma. Justice basically means good karma coming right back at you, okay? Or something, some sort of legality, sort of, or battle that you've, I mean, maybe you're just battling away on the journey of life, trying to forge your way in life, and you just want justice for the amount of work and effort that you put in to your day-to-day, and no one really appreciates what it is that you do. It's almost like they see the outcome, but they never see the really hard work that goes behind the scenes, or all the things that you wrestle with in your mind, because you've got a bit of a supercomputer as a brain, Virgo, and sometimes, you know, you can have overload with all of that. So as you can see, that sword is going right through the mind, and, you know, right through the ear, in through the mind, and out the eye. So it's almost like, you know, all this information can be quite piercing sometimes. It may be overload. But I feel more that justice in this position is you trying to find a solution, or trying to make a decision that is fair, that affects your future, okay? And the Moon card may actually bring something to light. The Moon is about, you know, things that are hidden coming to the surface. So, you know, I feel you will find a truth, whether it's been hidden for years in your family tree, your family line, whether it is a friend who's been keeping something from you, or a partner. It doesn't have to be a big old like doozy lie that destroys your world, but it could be something like, oh, I never knew that about you. Why didn't you tell me that? That's really strange that you hid that. And they're like, well, you know, I thought maybe you judge me for it. And you're like, why would you think that? I love you. I would never judge you. So, you know, it could be something like that. But the Five of Swords right next to it says there is mental conflict here. So if you've got a little bit of confusion about a way forward, or you're making a decision on something, the Five of Swords can be an energy of you feeling a little bit left out in the cold, overanalyzing something. The Five of Swords also can be a card of, you know, wanting to win at all costs. And that Five of Swords, you know, this figure here, I mean, typically in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, the Five of Swords guy, he's got all the swords, and he's got this sneaky little face on him that's like, ha, I won, I got all the swords. And everybody else is crying or hurt or stabbed in the side, you know, betrayed. So it's almost like this person's saying, I could win at all costs. And they're really like smug about it. But in this card, this person's not so smug. It's almost like, you may have everything you need, you may get what you want, fight for what you want. The battle, you know, if you have a fight on your hands and you win, you may still feel like unfulfilled. Or you may feel like, well, I battled away and I try to win at any cost, but it doesn't make me feel rewarded in any shape or form, okay? So the Devil card indicates a release of anything that, you know, anything negative. So for example, don't be attached to just winning. Don't be attached to you know, having the last word in something, because we all know that everybody who has the last word is kind of like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I had a pause, but they finished it off for me, and I don't really want to say what they said, but it's not a very nice word. Anyway, I'm going to move on from that. I know you're all adults and everything like that, but nobody needs to hear the profanity. Anyway, the Devil card in the reverse is about detaching yourself from anything that holds you back. Freedom. This is most important, okay? Detachment from anything negative, whether it is someone who lies to you, whether it is someone who, you know, tries to win at all costs and makes you feel, it's almost like you're not giving them any reaction, okay? By detaching yourself from this. The Devil card says it's time to release any negative energy or any stagnation, or anyone, you know, you may be recovering from an abusive situation. Someone who always wants that last word. Someone who always wants to push your buttons. Someone who, you know, has made you feel miserable for a long time, no matter how much you tried to resolve a situation. Whether this is a work situation or a love situation, it basically says you can do everything that is humanly possible, and that person may still be not happy, okay? You're not here to make someone else happy, Virgo. You're here to make sure your own needs are met, not in a selfish way, but if you feel happy and healthy and, you know, that everything is right in your world, then you actually change your part of the world by changing your vibrations, and you make the world a better place, okay? Yeah, I would be mindful of, because I feel like there's something, I'm going to go with another card. What is going to be revealed? Can you please, because something's going to be revealed to you. What is going to be revealed? Queen of Pentacles. This is you, Virgo. That's your cards. That's a Virgo card, that Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you are secure is one thing that's going to be revealed. Also that financially you're going to be very sort of resourceful. You know, as you can see, that Queen of Pentacles, she's got her eye on that big old pentacle, and you know, you've got Yeah, there it is. You know, there's a little rabbit. You can just about see it there. Rabbits, they multiply. So I feel like your finances will multiply. If anyone is trying to pull the wool over your eyes or trying to get money out of you, or, you know, really take you for a ride, as in, you know, use all your resources. You know, if you're at a workspace, for example, and they're dumping loads of work on you and you're like, hey, surely this is promotion territory and you should be giving me more money for this. You know, I feel like you will get a fair recompense for what it is that you do. I feel like be committed to your goals and dreams. Don't let anyone try and, you know, distract you or you know, cheat you in any way. I feel like things will be fair for you. Queen of Pentacles is a really positive card of you sort of capitalizing on your finances through hard work. And what is right will never pass you by. I feel like you're getting some good karma there. Now, the Chariot card is in the resistance position. So you may have felt a little bit unmotivated for a couple of months or even maybe more. The Chariot says you're wanting to go forward. Your willpower says, I'm ready to go. Your determination says, I'm ready to go. But still, there's a blockage. So I'll pull a quick card and see what the blockage is. But the Chariot is your challenge for the month. In order to move forward, remove the obstacles, whatever those obstacles may be. You're finding a solution, you got to make a decision, and then move forward. You are ensured victory once you overcome the obstacles, and you've got what it takes. Now, the Chariot card does say that you are the mistress or the master of your own destiny. There's an element of fate there, but they're asking you to be open to receptivity because there's a lot of abundance coming here. The Chariot... They're giving me a song right now. I can't tell you who sings this song, but it's, I guess it's a party song. It's a congratulations and celebrations. What? There's another bit to it, but I can't get it. So I'm really sorry about that I can't get it. Congratulations and celebrations. I think it says something like, in love with me? I mean, I don't know what that means. To congratulations and celebrations means something is really exciting, successful, a job well done, or some sort of, you know, being in the spotlight for something, really positive energy, and then something in love with me. So then it's like, oh, then it's like turned into a love thing. So I'm not really sure what that song is. I mean, it's really famous. I've heard it on commercials. I'm sure I've heard it in like places before. I can't tell you who sings it or whatever. So I'm going to leave it there. Either you just heard that song on the radio, or it's a song that's important to you, or it just means that it's going to be something to celebrate in the month of October for you. But let's go forward. I mean, I am clarifying the Chariot card there, so it could be a victory that's coming on in, but there's something you need to do first. Either remove, you know, some sort of challenge, or you've, you know, if you feel like there's rivalry here, I feel like you're making a decision. Both these cards are like fork in the road cards where you have to weigh up options and choose a direction. So perhaps there is you deciding to move into, you know, move home or move job or something like that, and you've got a choice. Which direction do you go in? But I feel like you will find that solution, but you're in your head about it. Now, the outcome here, this is the unified position, the Devil card. So the Devil card can represent what is holding you back. It could be fear, it could be uncertainty, it could be procrastination. So let me just go and see what this is for you. There's an obsessive energy here. So be mindful of anyone who is trying to hold you back, because they are literally saying that the Devil here, the Hangman is right next to it, that says something is holding you back from your happiness. You need to identify what that is and then do something about it. Change your perspective on it. So the Devil card can be like fear, for example. And if you identify the fear, you know, that if you see this devil, it's taken off a mask right there, but it's kind of literally the same mask that's there. So it's almost like you need to identify, remove it, see it for what it is, what is holding you back. Because the Hangman says you're in a suspended limbo energy, and you need to break through that energy, that stuck energy, in order to reach for the sun. And what's wonderful is you actually do reach for the sun and you get it. Okay, so very positive energy. But I'm just going to pull a card on that Devil card to see what we got going on there. Because it's almost like with the Justice card, it is kind of like if you think too much on a situation, you can keep yourself stuck. If you don't make a decision, you know, you may weigh your options up and down, and never make a decision. And then you start to feel a little bit cynical and lost in direction, and then you're stuck. And, you know, you don't get that breakthrough. So Seven of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, what is this? Now, this can be someone, Seven of Swords, to clarify that Devil card. I will be very mindful of someone who either sees you as a rivalry, or, you know, someone who tries to, as I said, win at all costs, or cheat you. Look at this person. Now, this person's got all the swords and looks pretty smug about it. So, yeah, I would sort of, you know, be very cautious, especially when it comes to your money, because we got the Ten of Pentacles right there. I would be cautious throughout October. You know, if something looks too good to be true, Virgo, investigate it further. Seven of Swords can mean, you know, that someone doesn't tell you the whole truth, or, you know, nothing but the truth. See, the Seven of Swords person is always looking back. It's almost like they're doing it to get a reaction. You know, they're taking all the swords. They're running. Now, in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, the figure takes all the swords, leaves two behind, but is running away from the scene of the crime, right? But they're looking back. It's almost like, did I annoy you? Did I hurt you? Does that bother you? It's kind of like they're wanting to create a reaction. That's why they leave two swords behind. It's almost like, I could have taken all of the swords, but I decided to leave two, just so you remember how, you know, I'm still, it's almost like they keep one foot in your life like that. This person here, Seven of Swords, they've taken all the swords, but they're still looking back like, does that bother you? They could be on the run. They could have left by now. They could have hidden, but they're not. They're actually just looking back like, ha, I got one over on you. So just be mindful of that, especially if you're going through legalities or anything like that, or you're signing a contract in October about anything. Just read all the small print, okay? You don't want any sneaky little effer coming through like that on you, and, you know, there being a bit of a nasty surprise. Ten of Pentacles does say that there is money coming. I mean, for example, if someone, and I have to say it like this, if someone beautiful and wonderful belonging to you or your family has passed away already, this is already in progress, I feel, and there is some sort of, you know, inheritance coming through here. It could be somebody trying to, you know, get in the way of inheritance. It could be someone trying to pull a fast one. So just be a little bit mindful of that. I feel like the Ten of Pentacles, though, again says you're safe. I feel like you are going to be financially recompensed in some way. So if someone stole your money, for example, or someone, you know, I feel like you're going to get more money back to replace it. That Devil card, I don't like it at all. It's in the shadows, it's keeping you back. I mean, it could be that someone that you work with is holding you back from what you truly deserve, because it's almost like they're a gatekeeper or something like that. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. Eight of Swords. There's something you're not seeing. I mean, you go from the Eight of Swords to the Seven of Swords. So it says, it basically says, this is keeping you stuck. Whatever this is, it's keeping you stuck for the time being. Maybe keeping you in your head. You know, the Eight of Swords basically says you're not stuck, but there's something you're not seeing that could release you from this situation. So I would be mindful of that. We're going to go deeper with a Celtic cross to see if they can clarify that energy. But whatever it is that is keeping you stuck, whether it's fear, whether it's a person, whether it's a situation, analysis paralysis, you know, overthinking something there. The Hangman says there is a breakthrough. You're seeing things clearly. You know, the time will come. They've got a timer there. Now, sometimes I feel this timer is about time running out, but I don't feel that from this card. I feel like the time will come where things become so uncomfortable in your situation that you make a decision and you make a major breakthrough. As you can see, that skeleton sort of skull right there is, you know, that represents the Death card energy. Like, you're rebirthing. There's a new energy here. You're doing something different, but you're breaking up through that heavy energy, and, you know, you're seeing the light. on something, and there it is, the sun. So I feel very positive outcome. This is success. So if you're like, I work really hard for success and I take 2 steps forward and 4 steps back and I'm never really achieving what I'm truly setting out to achieve, I feel like you're going to get a breakthrough in the month of October that allows you an awakening where you can see where you are very successful, and there's some really positive stuff coming on in for you. If this is a relationship, you know, with a friendship, either a friendship or, you know, that's gone sour, or you, you know, some sort of work situation where you require justice or a solution. Could be even a relationship here that's been a little bit stuck in a rut and it's never really got going. I feel like there'll be a major breakthrough here, but someone needs to detach from negative cycles or obsessive energy, or trying to control the way it goes. Okay, because Virgo, no one can control you. Okay, only you can control you. But the sun says you will overcome whatever hardship this is, and you will rise up and you will be the winner, as it were. But remember, winning at all costs can sometimes leave us feeling very lonely, okay? I don't know why they want to say it like that, but they do. So maybe that's someone who is connected to you that you know, who sort of always likes the last word, and then they end up, you know, pushing everybody away. Okay, so let us see. I'm just going to get a Celtic cross for you using the Tarot of the Mystical Moments by CATRIN WELZ STEIN. I'm only using the uprights in this deck for you, apart from the challenge positions. Okay, so let us see. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. What's the heart of the matter for my beautiful Virgo in October? Can you please guide us for them? Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. What do they need to know? Okay, so just as I'm about to touch this card, they said, it's a name, Chapman. So Chapman, yeah. So if your name is Chapman, maybe that's a surname, or maybe it's a company that you work for, or perhaps it's someone you deal with who's called Chapman. So please take it as resonates. Or maybe you're listening to Tracy Chapman. You know, I'm not really sure. They just said Chapman, so they're not giving me any songs. Please take it as it resonates. If it does not resonate for you, it does not mean it's not your reading. It just means they want that person to pay close attention to the reading. Now, the heart of the matter, Ace of Wands. Okay, you're finding inspiration. So even through all this, you know, these blockages or these obstacles, you're breaking through. Look at that book. That book represents a lesson that has been learned. And she's opening that book. Knowledge is the key. Knowledge is power for you in October. And there's a major breakthrough. Something's going to grow here that allows you to blossom. Ace of Wands typically means, you know, either a new creative project or a new, you know, sort of something's inspiring you to move forward. So I just noticed outside that it is literally tipping it with rain. It just caught my attention because it was very loud. The Ace of Wands says you're aligning yourself with success. This is about being bold, okay? I feel like it's an opportunity to dream big, especially since Jupiter is very active throughout the month of October. And because your finances are really starred in October, I feel like you can pool your resources or use your finances in a very wise way and actually capitalize on it. The Ace of Wands can speak of creativity as well. It's like an epiphany moment, like an, oh, I got, you know, it's a moment to take action on something. You know, you're finding your mojo after feeling maybe that you've lost motivation or drive, or you felt rejected in some way, or there's been a bit of a false start. But I feel like you're investigating things further and you're inspired. The universe is coming on in right at the beginning of October to give you something quite positive. When Ace of Wands is, you know, aces are often gifted by the universe. Often a hand comes in to gift something. So I would be open to receive an opportunity. I feel like you're going to be made an offer in October. Now, what is the challenge for you in October? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. I feel like in general, October is going to be quite an inspirational month for you. The Death card. Now, either the challenge is someone who's a Scorpio, you feel like they are a challenge right now and you want to find a solution with them in some way, or it could be a fire element as well, Aries, Leo, Sag energy. But the Death card indicates something is stuck. Okay, it's in your challenge position. There's stagnation. There's no movement forward. You may have lost hope, or you may feel just, you know, that normally you're very, how can I put that? They always say, and I feel like it's a cliche as well, but they always say, oh, you know, Virgo, they're always, you know, working really hard, and you absolutely are, working really hard, and and they always say like Virgos are virginal, and they don't, they don't go out and have fun and all those things. And I'm like, what? How many Virgos do you know? Because the ones I know, they have some of the most fun. Amongst all of my friends, they sort of work hard, play hard kind of people. And, I feel it's not often that you find a Virgo completely lost in the funk. Okay, it's not your typical state, because you always find a solution out of the funk in order to you don't like to wallow in it. Okay, Virgos, they just don't like to wallow in things. They like to be logical about it and go, well, wallowing is going to get me nowhere. So the Death card for you is a very interesting one. I feel like there's resistance to something. I just feel like it's no matter how many steps forward you take, you're taking some steps back, and it may make you feel a little bit obsessive about it. Like, am I doing something wrong? What is going on here? Why is this not moving forward? What can I do about it? And I feel like you're trying to find a solution with this situation. There's definitely a new beginning here for you. Okay, so I feel like that's your challenge, is to blossom, transform, and accept that you need to do something different in order to be successful. So if you've got a plan, for example, you may be weighing up a new way of doing that plan, or finding a new route to where you need to go, because you've got that Chariot card there. You may be even leaving a place behind, an old home that you feel, what, I never really vibed with that home. I'm going to move on to something new. Or you're maybe leaving a job sector that you've done for a long time, and go, what, I'm really inspired to do something new. But I do see contracts being in October for you, so really do pay close attention to that. Okay, what is below you? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. So definitely a new beginning. I feel like it's a really positive one, but I feel like it brings radical changes that sometimes you may feel a little bit uncomfortable with. What is below you? You've got Two of Swords, that's the indecision. We got Two of Cups in reverse, in the past rather. Two of Swords, deep down, you're stuck, you're weighing up something. So again, they're giving me this energy of you sort of a bit analysis paralysis, or even feeling at a stalemate with a situation. Something's just not moving forward. You don't know why, you don't know how, but you're seeking answers here. Okay, and as you can see in this picture here, there's a wonderful inner reflection, which basically means you're really being quite insular on this. But as you can see, all those sort of leaves there have grown over that figure's eyes. They're indicating, is there something you're not seeing because you cannot make a decision on it? Do you need to make a compromise? And the Two of Swords, often when you're feeling uncertain, sometimes we just don't know which direction to turn into. So either if this is a relationship for you, for example, that's been stalemate for a long time, and you did not want to move forward because nothing's happening, but you didn't want to move forward, but you're forced to go in search of new passion or new love elsewhere, you may feel a little bit disappointed, a little bit cynical on it, but you have to accept that nothing is happening in this situation. And if you stay in this situation, then it's going to be at detriment to yourself, okay? It could be a work situation where you feel someone is being unfair or unjust in a situation, or isn't telling you everything that you need to know, and therefore you feel a bit clouded and uncertain of which direction to turn to in this situation. So I feel like you're trying to find your motivation in that. Now, the Two of Cups in the past is sort of balanced, harmonious energy. In terms of love, of course, it's soulmate energy. You may have felt like you met your soulmate, but you may feel like nothing's happening in that, or you may feel disconnected from a soulmate because it's in the past. I'm going to pull a card on it to see what that's there for you. Two of Cups can also mean that, you looking in the past at the exchange that you get when you give. So for example, if you are giving all of your love, care, attention, hard work to a situation, and you're not being recompensed with it in the same manner in terms of finances, for example, or even recognition or appreciation, you may be like, I need to leave this situation. I want justice. I need to go elsewhere. I need to make a decision and, do something that makes me feel that I'm appreciated in this situation, because Virgo, you do a lot and you bring a lot brought to the table. The Two of Cups can also mean, you know, you're seeking that midway point. Maybe you're seeking a soulmate. You've decided that, you know, you want love. And in order to find love, if you're in a single energy right now, you may feel that you have to make a decision, come out of your comfort zone and go searching for it. Because the solution is, if you sit on your sofa, perhaps you're never going to find love unless you're dating, you know, online and things like that. So you may have to go further afield to find that the love that you've been waiting for. Okay. Now I'm just going to pull one more card for your what is above you position, and then I'm going to clarify that Two of Cups. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please? Thank you so much. The Hierophant. Okay, so knowledge is key, but also the Hierophant can be a marriage card. Okay, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please clarify that Two of Cups? How would you like to receive? Something is unfinished here. The World card in the reverse indicates a loose end, or something hasn't quite happened the way you hoped for. It seems incomplete. We got the Six of Swords and we got the Justice. I just said the Six of Swords. I meant the Six of Swords, of course. Now they're just giving me, I feel like it's another name, but it's Delete. Delete? I mean, maybe they are saying take the leap, but I can't hear take. Maybe it's the leap. But I think it's with a D. I think it's Delete, the way they're saying it. So if that resonates with you in any way, shape, or form, please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone, of course. But the Two of Cups in your past position, the World card, something is unfinished. So either it is, you know, you're currently in a position where you give to a situation, but it's unbalanced at this time, or you were in a job situation where you loved what you did, you thought you were amongst the right people, you had camaraderie there, but the World card says something has, you know, there's a little bit of regret here, there's a lack of closure or doubt in this situation. I mean, to have the Justice card again, it says, if there's anything unfinished or anything that's, you know, delayed, there will be justice. If there are problems there will be justice. If there's a lack of closure, there will be a solution. Justice will be found. If there's unfinished business with you and a person that you truly love and you've currently been separated from this person, you can find a solution to this, but you've got to make some compromises and you need to have a communication. Communication is key. Whenever you see swords, it means there's some sort of communication or intellect involved there, you know, some sort of weighing up options and making a decision. Justice will prevail. And also we got Six of Swords. So Six of Swords is a moving away from anything that makes you feel that you've been played or that have caused you problems, made you overthink, made you feel anxiety. The Six of Swords is you being protected by Spirit and me moved out of any negative sort of headspace or emotional turmoil and moving into a calmer situation. Okay, this can also be a relocating card. So if you found a soulmate and you're with somebody and you're happy there and you're married to this person or you have a deep commitment with this person, it could mean that you get a job that actually takes you traveling and you've got to have space between you and the person you love, maybe temporarily. So you may be going further afield, something that you have to do alone, because they're really highlighting the fact that this person's in the boat alone. So I feel like you're moving further afield. And you're taking your thoughts with you is what they're giving me. That's a very strange message. Maybe you're keeping your thoughts to yourself on a situation. Anyway, what is above you? The Hierophant. Deeper commitment to your goals, to your dreams, but also to love or to finding commitment. This is about your level of commitment based on the knowledge of experience that you have so far. The Hierophant is about higher level institutions. Perhaps you're doing things like meditation or really connecting to things like law of attraction in order to manifest your dreams. Also, the ancestors are very sort of prevalent in your reading in October. You know, this wise old owl, it's almost like imparting knowledge so to that sort of young figure in the tree, and the tree can represent, you know, the tree of life there. So I feel like knowledge being passed down. The Hierophant can also mean secret knowledge being given to you in order to move forward. So again, there's this energy of something coming to light, maybe something that was hidden or a truth coming out, being revealed here. It may make you feel a little bit rebellious at first is the energy I'm getting. So I'm just going to quickly pull a card on that. If you're looking for love and you are undecided on somebody, you're undecided on somebody, or I'm just going to go get that card. One moment, please. You're undecided on somebody, or you are undecided about how to go forward to find new love. I feel like you will find a solution and you'll meet someone who really inspires you, but also has a deep commitment. You know, this is the marriage card. So if you're looking to get married, I feel you can deepen a commitment with somebody at this time. Or perhaps you're already with somebody and you've got your wedding planned for October. If that's the case, I mean, that congratulations, celebrations song that they gave me right at the beginning really makes sense. So if that's you, congratulations. We have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse and the Artist in the reverse. So the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse can mean you know, a little bit of workaholism, okay? You know, sometimes if you're working too hard, it leaves little space for you to breathe or be creative or, you know, come back to your center, as it were. But they're just giving me something here that's something you're not seeing. Maybe it's that you need a break, or perhaps there's someone who's envious in your, wants what you've got, but, you know, hasn't got the creativity or the skills or the talent to go get it themselves. So let me just see what that is. Can you please clarify these two cards? So I'm not getting very good vibes on it. Three of Pentacles in the reverse, no support. Queen of Pentacles, that Queen of Pentacles is coming out again. So I feel like there's no support for you. Either this is a team situation, you feel like there's a lot of office politics, people, you know, narking on each other there. You know, that basically, it feels like you stand alone in this situation because, you know, the only card that's in the upright here is the Queen of Pentacles, which is a Virgo card. And she's focused on that pentacle. So I feel like you are just keeping your nose to the grindstone, keeping your head down, and working really hard, staying grounded. You're the gardener of your you know, it's almost like you're the gardener, and whatever it is that you have sown, you are nurturing it to term, you're nurturing it to prosperity, okay? And I feel, you know, there's always rabbits, as I said, in a Queen of Pentacles. There's not one in this one, but in the other one there was. This means you're multiplying your money, okay? You're being truthful, you're being grounded, you're working honestly and true to yourself. So whatever the situation that you feel that you need justice for, I feel like you're going to get it, and you're going to be recompensed for it, okay? Now, that can mean that, again, all the hard work you've been putting into something, you're going to get sweet financial reward for it. You're going to deepen your commitment to your goals and dreams and be inspired, whereas you've not been inspired for a while. I feel this can also be like love. Because I feel like there's an uncertainty here. You may be even uncertain if you want to marry someone that you're with. I mean, I know that's shocking to say that, Virgo, but I've got to give you what I just got there. It's almost like you may love them deeply, but you may be like, I don't know if I'm ready for marriage yet. Maybe that's not what I want, okay? I won't tell if you won't tell. But basically, it's not that you want anybody else, but it's maybe you've got a bit of a fear. You know, about commitment and thinking, wow, this is a big commitment now. And, you know, I want to make it. I love this person, but, you know, you may be having not second thoughts, but you may be feeling a bit nervous. So I just feel like there's something cropping up that makes you question your path. We've got the Queen of Wands here. Thank you so much, Kurt, guys. They want two in this position. We've got an Ace of Swords. So we got a major breakthrough and a successful one that comes with confidence. How is my beautiful Virgo feeling about this? What is the advice Virgo would give to themselves in this situation? Oh, Nine of Swords. Watch your back and wait. Watch and wait. Watch and wait. Watch and wait. That's what I'm getting here. That's your advice to yourself. Nine of Swords, it says caution. Keep your eyes open. There's a little bit of anxiety here. There's something you don't trust or someone you don't trust, Virgo. And you know, it's maybe making you a little bit anxious. And the Two of Wands there says wait for results, okay? Maybe it's wait until the world goes back to some sort of normal, whatever normal used to be. You know, maybe that world circumstances are making you feel like you can't move forward on something, and it's making you feel anxious. The Two of Wands does say that, you know, you do have a choice. You have to make a choice. Is it either or? But I do feel no matter what this choice is, you will be stable, okay? So watch and wait. I'm going to clarify each card as I get to it. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please clarify the external environment for October? What are the circumstances in October for Virgo? We've got 10 of Cups, positive energy, abundance, flow, you know, happy relationships, love, balance, harmony. Okay, hope and a fear. King of Pentacles, loving that King of Pentacles. Now, the Queen of Pentacles kept popping up, Virgo, so perhaps you're hoping for a counterpart here in terms of love. Okay, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? Okay, we got Seven of Cups is a choice again. Five of Wands, another choice. Magician. Now, I want to go again, but I've been told no, so I have to obey what I'm being given here. Okay, so let us go. We've got, so the Hierophant is your commitment to what it is that you want. I do feel like there's a slight rebellion against something there, but I feel like there's some sort of information that comes to you, some sort of news that comes to you in October that helps you see the way clearly and makes you move forward on something. The Queen of Wands is a card of confidence and also being very, you know, attractive in terms of potential. So whether you're trying to attract new opportunities to you, Virgo, shine that wonderful light, you know, that confidence within you. As you can see, there's lots of bees buzzing around there, so I feel like what you've worked for will be recognized. I feel like, you know, you will have that sort of some sort of good news that comes on in. The Queen of Wands, she's very passionate about what she does, male or female, not a gender specific reading, it's about the energy, but I feel like your dedication, your passion, your drive, your confidence will bring you everything you need, and I feel like you'll be inspired to express your passions that will bring a major breakthrough in your life. So if, for example, you're looking for a new job, you know, you are like a beacon amongst all the other resumes out there. You attract better opportunities that bring more reward. If you're looking for love, the Queen of Wands is, you know, typically the most attractive, bar the Empress, you know, a card in the deck. So you will attract a lot of opportunity for people to want to gravitate towards you in terms of love. I feel like you'll be talking to somebody new if you're looking for love, or you will get some news with regards to a job application, for example. Confidence is key, okay? Remember, your passion, your dedication, your hard work will take you to where you want to go. Justice will be served. You will get your what you truly deserve, what you're putting in. You may not have felt like you were getting the rewards out, but you will be in October. Ace of Swords says there is a major breakthrough. Fate and destiny intervene. Expect lots of synchronicities, double numbers, things like that. This is a major breakthrough about whatever it is that you're thinking over. You're gaining clarity with an Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords says a new idea or an epiphany comes to unlock it all. You go from Two of Swords to the Ace of Swords. So whatever it is you're weighing up, you have your aha moment and you make your decision. And the key one will unlock it all. So Ace of Swords typically means triumphant success. So it means breakthrough on whatever it is you're wrestling with there, whether it's love or whether it's career, whether it's a friendship, you know, that you just want justice. Maybe it's a legal thing there. You just want what is right because Virgo, you tend to do what is right, okay, in a situation. Now, as I said, your advice to yourself is kind of like watch and wait, watch and wait. So either you're waiting for results on something, maybe you've set out your resumes and you're waiting for someone to offer you an opportunity, or you're waiting for a loved one to tell you the truth about something that you already know deep down because you're very intuitive. And as I said, you're like a CSI or an FBI agent, you know, knowledge is key for you. Let me just quickly pull a card on that to see. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Four of Wands in the reverse. Now, this is about leaving home, this card. It could also be, you know, arguments, or it could be a separation. So again, they're giving whatever it is that you're separated from, you're watching and waiting. You're seeing how it pans out. You're not making any rash moves at this time. Thank you so much. Oh. And we got the Fool card in the reverse. Okay, Fool card in the reverse does tend to say, you know, if you think about things too long, you can feel really unmotivated. You can feel cynical about the situation and uncertain. The Fool card in the reverse basically says you're uncertain about something. So you're watching and waiting. They keep giving me this energy about you feeling uncertain about the future, or uncertain about your current situation. And you're kind of watching and waiting. Perhaps really trying to swat up on it, gain some extra knowledge on your situation. But again, it's like you have to wait and decide. So I keep getting it. I can only give you what I'm getting for October. Ten of Cups, though, says the external environment will be very positive for you. There's a lot of abundance coming towards you. If you're wanting to heal a relationship, I feel like the circumstances are ripe to do that. You can find a solution because you're in that protagonist energy of solution. The Ten of Cups can mean relationships blossom, good health, peace, harmony, good fortune on its way for you, serenity, security, and peace. Okay, so that is what October can bring for you, but there's a lot for you to navigate on a personal level. King of Pentacles, hope and fear. I mean, that's pretty awesome as a hope and fear. I will clarify this for you. King of Pentacles, you know, your hope is to be, you know, someone who makes really wise financial moves, or makes strong commitment and investment in the right place, that you make a right decision, for example. The King of Pentacles is someone who has the Midas touch, someone who can turn a good, you know, a bad situation into a good one. And also someone who's enterprising, someone who steps into a leadership role. You know, I feel like you will be a very reliable leader there if you're wanting to step into a new position at work, maybe be a boss, or step into a role that brings more responsibility and therefore more money. I feel like you trust that your needs will be met, and trust that you will align yourself with success here. I feel like a lot of respect for you in October. I feel like you are going to be ahead of your game, and something that you've been fighting for a long time, I feel like comes to fruition and brings you a lot of money. So it basically keeps showing me that either you're going through some sort of battle, whether it's a battle of life, or you're you know, forging your way forward. It has been difficult, you've struggled, but I feel like you're going to actually be, you know, handsomely rewarded for it. The fear here is that all your hard work goes to naught, or that there is a jealous person who tries to knock you in some way, or, you know, for example, if you're wanting love, you want someone to invest in a love relationship fully. You just want commitment, but you may be afraid that, you know, someone may not follow through on their actions. So I'm just going to quickly pull a card on that for you. Can you please clarify the King of Pentacles, the Death card in the reverse? Okay. So we have the Magician, the Four of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. So it basically says here, the Death card says, whatever is keeping you stuck, identify it. Okay. Even though you're feeling your hope has been destroyed, you know, you can change your situation. Thoughts become things. The Magician card says whatever you think about, you can bring about. What you can see in your mind, you can have in your hand. If you want that person, that soulmate, that person of your dreams, you can have that person. They need to meet you halfway, of course, but you can manifest that. If you want a better job, you can manifest it. The Magician says you've got everything you need to, you know, focus on a vision and turn it into reality using action, inspired action. And you're starting with that Ace of Wands, so that's the inspired action. You're ready to act on something and make it happen. You're not just sitting there, you're not wallowing in it. As I said, I feel like you have what it takes to sort of use your talents, your skills, and make it happen. Now we got the Four of Swords, which tends to be a solitary energy, but in the reverse position it says get ready to act. If you've been sort of coasting or procrastinating on something, get ready to act, because there is an offer coming in, okay? And here's the offer, Knight of Cups. Now, in terms of career, this can be an offer to do something that you love, something that, really appreciates you for what you have to offer as well. It can be a wonderful partnership that goes the distance, and they invest in you as much as you invest in it. And, it is everything that you've ever desired to do that will bring finances as well. In terms of love, it can be the same. If you've been feeling stuck in love, then, and you've been manifesting a soulmate energy, get ready, because that soulmate is about to come on in, and that person is going to invest in you fully. Now, you may have a choice, okay, with regards to opportunities, but also in terms of love, because your outcome position, again, says you need to make a decision on something. We've got the Seven of Cups, which means there's a lot of choice. Now, when you've got Seven of Cups paired with a Five of Wands, that says you could have analysis paralysis because you're conflicted about something, okay? Seven of Cups says there's a lot of choice, but when you boil it down to two, you still can't decide. There's still a stalemate energy on something here. So we've got Seven of Cups. What do you wish for, Virgo? The first thing that comes to your mind is the thing that you really want. So ask yourself those questions. Who do I want? What do I want? All of those things. Get clear on what you want, because the law of attraction, which when you've got the Magician is basically the law of attraction. When the law of attraction needs to work, you got to get clear on what it is that you want. And if you're undecided or you're trying to find a solution in a situation, you got to get clear on what it is that you want. Now, the Five of Wands says there is a choice to be made, and there may be some sort of rivalry here. This card is a card of rivalry, as you can see. There's a chessboard. So it seems like there's a game here, or maybe someone has been playing games with you, Virgo. There's an element here of this feminine figure. She's choosing between two figures. Now, one is close to her heart, and the other one is another choice. Is it a secondary choice? Is it the main choice, but the other one got there first? Basically, there's a choice. She's choosing between two players on that board. So just, I feel like you have to make a choice here. You get to decide. That's your decision. Let me see. I'm going to pull a card on that. Basically, the Magician card says, what are you thinking about? Because whatever it is you are thinking about, you're bringing about. So if you do want to make find a solution in a situation, or you've got to make a decision on something, think about it in a way where you're like, okay, what is your first thought when I say success? What is your first thought when I say love or soulmate? Who is the first person that comes into your mind? What is it that you want deep down to manifest? And that is your truth. Your first instinct, your gut instinct is the true one. Anything else is a second guess, just to make sure that you are secure. Okay, so just be mindful of that. Magician says you can have whatever you want, Virgo, but you got to focus on it in order to accomplish it. You will accomplish great things in October, but there is... I feel like there's an offer. There's definitely an offer. They keep showing me hands. It's like you're literally pulling it out of the hat in October. There's a major breakthrough. But let me pull a card on this Five of Wands. So basically, this says you can be successful beyond your wildest dreams. What's keeping you stuck? Why are you overthinking this? Are you learning something extra as like a skill to your bow to earn more money? You will be moving forward towards success as soon as you've done that. Two of Swords in the reverse, the Chariot in reverse. Okay, so basically the Two of Swords in reverse basically says make a decision, or you've made a decision. If you don't make a decision, the Chariot card says you will be stuck. You will not overcome the obstacle. You will not move forward. Whoa. I mean, did you see that card? That just spun right out of my hand. The Strength card. Now, this is a Leo energy. Stay strong. Love yourself fully. You got this. It basically says patience. Have patience with yourself, but have the courage to choose what is right for you. Not what is right for your group. Not what is right for your family. Not what is right for you, Virgo, because you always put other people's needs first. I'm just going to go one more. The Queen of Wands and the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Confidence, and let go to anything that you feel completely, how can I put that? So Queen of Wands is confidence, is key in this situation. I mean, so is the Strength card. These are two Leo cards right there. Confidence is key. Or if you've got, if you've got a choice between a Scorpio and a Leo, perhaps you're making a choice to take the Leo. Please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone, of course. I'm a Scorpio, so I don't know which one you're choosing, but there is a choice here to be made. If it is about people. 4 of Pentacles says let go. Open up to a level of vulnerability. Because if you hold on too tightly, sometimes we keep ourselves stuck when we hold on too tightly. It keeps boiling down. No matter what I do, no matter what card I pull, I feel like you got a choice, Virgo, and only you can make that decision for yourself. I would say knowledge is the key, but you're deepening your commitment to your goals and dreams, and you're going to have a breakthrough. You're going to be successful, okay? Your confidence and your clarity of mind, that supercomputer inside your brain, will see you succeed. In terms of love, I would say you're deepening your commitment to finding love or being with somebody, but you may have a choice when it comes to it. Especially since we got a retrograde, someone from your past may reach out and put you a little bit in your mind about your love decisions. I feel major breakthroughs. Lots of money coming on in. That King of Pentacles is really winking at me there. So I feel like financially, since your 2nd and 8th house of transformation in terms of your finances there, and you've got a big old King of Pentacles, I would say you're bossing up in October. I'm just going to get some final cards for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. We have got isolated, contemplation and reflection. Same thing, Virgo, weighing up your options. You're thinking about something. Taking yourself out. That pretty much looks like the Hermit energy anyway. This figure all by themselves with a lantern. You're trying to work something out, so you're withdrawing to see if you can find a solution. Now, number 54, when you use it, 5 plus 4 is 9, which is a Hermit card. So time for self-reflection on something, finding out a truth. What is your truth? Then you can find your solution. The answers are within you. And we got the Sun card. Come on. The 2 different decks there. They're giving the same energy that your last card in your faded energy with the black cards, which is the White Witch Tarot by Maya de Aoust. You got the Sun card, and you're getting it again. So same energy. They're saying there's a positive outcome here, a lot of success. It says connect with the positive energy of the Sun and see abundance radiate into your life. Warmth, happiness, success. So you leave on a high note, but you're weighing up your option. There's a solution to be found for you, and take some time out to really think things over. Have patience with yourself, but don't overthink it too long, okay? Thank you so much. Your final card here is B, community. Look at that. B basically means all your hard work will bring reward, okay? And the reward will be sweet. Worker bees, whatever they work for, it brings reward. And it says, you are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving the sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. Now, Virgo, you kept getting that Queen of Pentacles, so you really are the queen or king of abundance, because we got a King of Pentacles right there, male or female, not a gender-specific reading, but it's all about abundance and finances in October for you. There's something you're weighing up here as well that you're wrestling with, but you will find a solution. Just open yourself up to every possibility and weigh them all up. Do like a list, your pros and your cons, and see what works for you. But I'm just going to get a trinket before we close. Thank you so much for it, guys. Great angels. Oh, wow. Okay, so we got a lot again. So we got an elephant here. Elephants, they remove obstacles and they move forward. So you've got that strength to do that. Also, elephants, they never forget. So, you may be moving forward away from a situation. You'll take the lesson with you, but you may lighten your karmic load by forgiving the situation in order to move on. There's a little heart on that elephant's ear, which means listen with love, okay? And also be compassionate with yourself. Words like this, okay? They want it on the Hierophant. Okay, deepening your commitment is, to remove the obstacles and persist at something that you may feel that is not working. But I feel like any challenge that you meet, you will be able to overcome it and succeed. Also, we got the World key. This key's got a big old circle on it. I always call it the World key. So this is about opening a new cycle and, being fulfilled. Satisfied that you did everything you could in a situation, coming full term and receiving the abundance, because the World card is about completion. It's about success, coming full circle and celebration. Words like this. They want it on the Sun card. Okay. So we'll leave that there. Also got a feather. Now, a lot of the signs are receiving a feather for the October reads. I close my eyes when I pick the trinkets. This just means that Spirit is with you. So expect signs from people who have passed in the form of a feather. They're actually showing me a feather on a cushion right now. So if you have a feather that is on a cushion, I mean, maybe it came from the stuffing inside the cushion. I'm not really sure. Or maybe it's a gift from Spirit. Or it could be a cushion that's actually got a pattern of a feather on it. Please take it as it resonates. They're just showing me that. I mean, a cushion is about coziness, comfiness, being stable, feeling comfortable. So I feel like, yeah, Spirit's got your back. I feel like you're going to receive some signs from those who've already passed. Where would you like this? They want it on the Ten of Cups. Okay, so a lot of abundance. They're giving me like peaceful family. So if you've been having any conflicts, I feel like they can be resolved. Okay, and we've got family tree. So again, you know, they want this on the Hierophant. Of course they do. So this is about knowledge, but it's also about new perspective. Okay, and it is about growth in the situation. Knowledge is key to growth. Okay, you don't need me to tell you that, Virgo. That's an obvious thing. I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates for you. If you'd like to be in with the chance to win a free personal reading, all you have to do is write 3 words in the comments box below. I will succeed, and you absolutely will, Virgo. I mean, the cards tell you that you will. Ace of Swords, King of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. I mean, there's a lot of positive energy. The Sun card twice there, so you do the math on that one. But I would like you to champion yourself, okay? If you feel any doubts creeping in about something that you really want to achieve, because success looks differently to everybody, it depends on what you want to achieve, then, you know, try and sort of really acknowledge it. Notice yourself being negative so that you can remove your negativity out of the situation, because sometimes we sabotage ourselves by feeling fear in a situation. Easier said than done, I know, but if you can notice it, you know, just champion yourself, know that you can do it. Okay, and write those 3 words, and I'll gravitate towards one lucky subscriber on the 29th of September, which is tomorrow. So you have a day and a half, I guess, and I'll announce the winner in a video. Okay, thank you so much, my beautiful Virgo. Love and light.